Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, has formally acknowledged that he is not present in his daughter Truly's life. Born in season 1 of the show, she is the youngest daughter of Kody and Christine Brown-Woolley. Why is he so missing then? For further information, continue reading. Kody Brown verifies not being in Truly's life. In season 1 of Sister Wives, Truly Brown was born, making her the 13th Brown child. As Christine Brown-Woolley went shopping with Mary and Janelle Brown, fans watched as she was ready to give birth to Truly. Although there were some unexpected turns, everyone was ecstatic about this new arrival. This was significant because Christine had never given birth in a hospital. Additionally, Kody Brown, who was then engaged to Robin Brown, was having sex with her while she was in labor. Truly was quite sick as a toddler, and her father did not treat her the same way as he used to when she grew older. He lived with Robin and their 5 children, and she did not feel at home there. It appears that he is no longer in contact with Truly. Kody was devastated by this when she and Christine relocated from Flagstaff to Utah. He probably put on a front to make himself, his family, and the public think he has a heart. Kody and Christine said they don't see each other in the first 2 segments of the season 19 one-on-one that have aired. As a result, one fan saw this. According to Kody and Christine, they don't communicate or see one another. Therefore, it is impossible for them to co-parent their minor child. Since Truly is now 15, she could easily go see her father by herself. Besides, he could see her in Utah, but not Christine. His elder kids, who reside in Utah, would probably assist in setting up a meeting between Truly and Kody. What were the opinions of other Sister Wives fans regarding this? Did they concur that he was an absentee father? Fans of He's Involved Sister Wives thought that Kody Brown did see Truly, albeit with help. Since Kody was not included on the birth certificate, Christine Brown-Woolley needed a paternity test in order to petition for child support from him. Could the relationship have been further strained as a result? What some people said was as follows. Co-parenting with a narcissist is impossible. You are a parallel parent. Parenting time exchanges are frequently facilitated by a third party. In an attempt to arrange visits, Christine stated she would text Kody, but Kody did not respond. She eventually began using Isabel and Michael to make arrangements. She had no alternative but to rope them in if she wanted Truly to see her father. She probably wouldn't be requesting child support if he had been a loving and attentive father to her. A lot of people did think that his other daughters helped him find Truly. Nobody will truly know what goes on behind closed doors, though. Do you believe Kody makes an effort to see his daughter, or is he indifferent? Tell us and tune into TLC's Sister Wives Sundays. The majority of the women recognized Kody's partiality in tonight's Sister Women episode. Does Robin share this opinion? Tonight, Robin was asked that question, and she believes there was no bias. A video of Kody shooing Janelle away for Robin was even shown to her. Robin was referred to as the sacred cow by Janelle. Robin claims that she has no idea what that implies. She is simply aware that she is frequently portrayed as the villain. What's most hilarious is that Janelle concurred with her. Many family members, in Janelle's opinion, blame Robin for severing the family, even though she didn't do it. Kody is the only one to blame. Janelle believes that Kody grew increasingly self-centered over time. She doesn't believe Robin deliberately damaged his relationships with his previous marriages. Robin's desire to blend in was evident to her. According to her, Robin joined the family with the intention of becoming a member of the plural family. Kody was the one who made the shift. He started acting cruelly toward everyone else. He gave up trying. His attention was on Robin. They saw that he no longer desired the others. Janelle had questions, so she brought up Robin in that earlier chat. Janelle and Kody were discussing the necessary conditions for their relationship to succeed. She desired to speak with him. She wanted to make sure he understood what she meant to him. Since he won't talk about Robin with the others, Kody wouldn't go there. It all started when Janelle wanted to know how he found out about a private conversation she had with Robin. Robin told him clearly. Janelle desired that affirmation. Kody was unable to provide it. At that moment, she realized she couldn't speak to him honestly and openly. No more. Kody and Janelle had a wonderful relationship in the past. Janelle was realistic. That is how she has always been. With Mary, she managed to make it work. When Christine joined the family, they made place for her. Sharing him didn't bother Janelle. No, not when she was respected. She became agitated when Kody began to change and play these games. He urged her to pick him over their kids during COVID, which was the last nail in the coffin. His intention was to expel 2 of their boys from her home. She also urged him to burn in hell. Kody wasn't frequently visiting her home. When he did appear, he was avoiding interaction. Because they weren't Robin, he excluded them. He declared Robin to be his true love. By asserting that he never really loved the others, he also went full revisionist. That one infuriated the ex-partners. They were also offended by Kody's actions toward Mary following their divorce. In order for Kody to adopt Robin's children from a prior marriage, they formally divorced. It was the loss of the spiritual marriage that caused Kody to respond in the strangest way. Kody and Mary chuckled once again. They joked with each other. There were a few risque jokes among them. While they were packing up Mary's belongings, she unintentionally bumped into Kody, which made him feel conflicted. A part of him thought it was amusing. There was another area that seemed uncomfortable. He thought it was unsuitable for his marriage to Robin. By that time, Kody was a monogamist. He held back till later out of concern for Robin's feelings. He and Mary began to chuckle once more. When she relocated to Utah, Kody even went so far as to lament their relationship. Mary thought it was strange. It had been a long time since their marriage ended. When it was eventually over, Kody was lamenting them after doing everything he could to push her away. Mary simply felt uncomfortable when she saw him crying. That was considered inconsiderate by his other ex-partners. Giving Mary the label of favorite ex-wife is no different. Why does he always have to have a favorite with everything? Christine said. The fact that Kody promised to accompany Mary down the aisle if she ever got married again was extremely unpleasant. Even when she was freed from the sorrow of their marriage, he still desired to be involved in her future. It's fantastic that they may now rekindle their friendship. They simply weren't going to get along. Additionally, Kody is unable to express that he is still mourning their marriage. He is not allowed to return that responsibility to her. Mary told him to stop talking. She won't be escorted down the aisle by him. He won't do the same for the others. At the engagement celebration for one of their children, Kody got to know Christine's then-fiancé. At first, he informed their daughter that he would not be attending. Then he changed his mind and announced that Robin and he would be attending. He threw everything into turmoil, which infuriated Christine. It seemed to her like normal Kody. He consistently did it as their marriage came to an end. They had to change everything to accommodate him because he wanted to get involved all of a sudden. David and Kody met. He admits that their initial meeting was awkward. It was the same with the others. According to Robin, Kody's redness was merely a result of his complexion. And now they chuckled at the experience. Now that all 3 of them were in the same boat, it's unfortunate that Mary didn't have a tight relationship with her former sister spouses. Kody Brown, a Sister Wives star, is receiving criticism after part 2 of the season 19 tell-all. Kody and his ex-wives watched some old episodes of the show on the most recent tell-all. Both Christine and Janelle have voiced their distaste for Robin and Kody. Some fans, however, believe Kody deceived Mary before to the tell-all taping. To find out why, continue reading. Mary Brown and Kody Brown are sister wives. Remember that funny and uncomfortable moment. Suki showed Kody a video clip from while he was assisting Mary with packing during the tell-all part 2. But when Mary backed into him in the most embarrassing way imaginable, Kody couldn't help but giggle. Mary even claimed to have seen the video and that it was the closest she has been to Kody in a long time. Although Kody acknowledged that it was unpleasant, he also said that he felt bad about just having one wife, suggesting that he no longer had love feelings for his ex-wife. Mary was duped by Kody right before the tell-all filming. On social media, some Sister Wives fans talked about the possibility that Kody Brown deceived Mary before to taping the tell-all. The poster suggests that at the end of the season, Kody had become friends with Mary and assisted her in moving to Utah and unpacking. The OP thinks he intended to keep Mary from disparaging him in the tell-all, which is something that clearly occurred because Mary repeatedly claimed that she and Kody's relationship had improved since their breakup, even going so far as to call her his favorite ex-wife. He is aware of his actions when he claims that she is his favorite ex-girlfriend. Even though I want to give her credit for her development, I believe that being in the top spot once more makes her very happy, even if it's with her first ex. She appears to require a victory of some kind. It will take Mary a while to realize that Kody is skilled at manipulating her to achieve his goals. Since Kody was her first love, Mary finds it impossible to let go of him. Even if you make an effort to avoid reverting to your old behaviors, they might still be difficult to break. This is the voice of experience. She's probably simply relieved that he's given up attempting to prove to everyone that he never loved her. It must have been quite difficult to listen to him babble on about things she knew weren't true because she is aware of what she went through. It's just closure, I believe. She is very susceptible to manipulation. It's really depressing and pitiful. Sister Wives. Christine Brown was shocked by Kody. In addition, Christine Brown responded to Kody and Mary's response to colliding. When Kody claimed that Mary was his favorite ex-wife, Christine was clearly angry. The Sister Wives star didn't mince words when she called Kody a ****, saying that his remarks were rude and insulting. Then Christine asked why Kody must always have a favorite. Sister Wives bombshell. Kody Brown finally admits his painful absence from Truly's life. I just wasn't there. In a shocking emotional unraveling that left fans of Sister Wives absolutely stunned, Kody Brown, the patriarch who once prided himself on being the glue of a sprawling plural family, has finally come forward to confirm what viewers had long suspected. His heartbreaking absence from daughter Truly's life was not just a product of editing, distance, or miscommunication. No, this time it's Kody himself pulling back the curtain and admitting the brutal, raw truth. I just wasn't there, he confessed in a recent sit-down that has now gone viral. Fans who have watched Truly Brown grow up on camera, from a wide-eyed toddler playing in the cul-de-sac to a wise, quietly observant teenager, were left reeling, not only by the emotional weight of Kody's words, but also by the years of visible distance between father and daughter that the show seemingly tried to downplay. But now the truth is undeniable. The man who once promised to be a present, devoted father to 18 children is now facing the consequences of his emotional withdrawal, particularly when it comes to Truly, Christine Brown's youngest child, who many fans believe has shouldered the burden of her parents' failed relationship with quiet grace and heartbreaking maturity. And now, Kody's guilt is pouring out in waves. For those who have followed Sister Wives from its early seasons, the transformation in Kody Brown's parenting style has been hard to miss. Early on, he was often seen tossing kids into the air, teaching them how to ride bikes, and engaging in long family conversations, albeit sometimes awkward or frustrating ones, about faith, polygamy, and their future. But as the years passed, cracks began to show. And after Christine's earth-shaking decision to leave the family in 2021, everything changed, especially for Truly. Viewers noticed that Kody wasn't featured in scenes with Truly very often, and when he was, their interactions felt forced, rushed, and sometimes even distant. In one unforgettable scene during season 17, Christine painfully revealed that Kody hadn't visited Truly in weeks, despite living in the same city. It was a shocking moment that felt almost too cruel to believe. But now, years later, Kody himself is filling in the blanks, and not in a way that redeems him. Instead, his confession only confirms the worst fears viewers have harbored for seasons. I didn't know how to be present, Kody admitted, his voice cracking under the weight of years of bottled-up emotion. When Christine left, it felt like a betrayal that just shattered everything. I was angry, I was confused, and I let that affect my relationship with Truly. This confession, raw and unfiltered, came during a behind-the-scenes segment filmed earlier this year and now airing as part of the lead-up to season 19. In the segment, Kody doesn't shy away from accountability, but fans aren't necessarily quick to forgive. The comment section erupted with outrage. with fans pointing out that regardless of how he felt about Christine, Truly was innocent in all of it. "Your kid isn't your ex-wife," one fan posted. Another wrote, "Truly was the collateral damage in Kody's war against Christine. And honestly, how could she not be?" While Christine tried to shield her daughter from the fallout of the split, moving her to Utah and giving her a stable life with the support of older siblings like Aspen and Michael, the absence of her father was a void too glaring to ignore. And the hurt shows. Truly, now a teenager, has evolved into one of the most quietly compelling figures on the show. Her facial expressions, stoic, sometimes side-eyed, other times distant, tell a story all their own. She doesn't sugarcoat things. She doesn't play up for the camera. And fans have noticed. Many have praised Christine for raising such a grounded, thoughtful daughter, especially amid such chaos. But there's also been a lot of sympathy because viewers can see the pain behind the composure. And that pain, now confirmed by Kody's own words, makes the situation all the more devastating. "I look at pictures of her from when she was little," Kody continued during the interview, "and I see the time I lost. I see the moments I missed. I see how she grew up without me because I was too hurt to put her first." The guilt in his voice was palpable, but for many fans, it came too late. As one longtime viewer tweeted, it took him years to even see what he was doing to Truly. By the time he realized, she had already stopped expecting anything from him. The show's longtime viewers know this isn't the first time Kody has been accused of emotional absenteeism. Over the years, various wives and children have spoken out, some directly on the show, others through subtle jabs on social media, about Kody's selective parenting. When Robyn entered the picture, many fans and family members alike noticed a shift. It wasn't just about love, it was about priority. And slowly, that favoritism bled into the way he handled relationships with his other children. While Robyn's kids were regularly seen receiving one-on-one attention, gifts, and heartfelt advice from Kody, the other children, particularly those from Christine and Janelle, began to fade into the background. And for Truly, the youngest of Christine's children, that reality was especially stark. She wasn't just dealing with a distant father. She was dealing with a public family breakdown, a move across state lines, and a new life in Utah without the consistent presence of a man who once claimed to love all his children equally. "She needed me," Kody confessed, "and I wasn't there." Christine, for her part, has never bashed Kody outright on the show, but her actions have spoken volumes. She's gone above and beyond to provide Truly with a stable, emotionally secure environment filled with love, structure, and plenty of sisterly support. From dance recitals to doctor visits to long road trips, Christine has stepped up in ways that fans have praised relentlessly. But she's also hinted, especially in confessional interviews, at how hard it's been to watch Truly go through these formative years without her father's consistent presence. In one particularly gut-wrenching scene, Christine admitted, "Truly asks about him sometimes. She doesn't say much, but I know she feels it. She knows he's not around the way she needs him to be." That sentence alone, so simple, yet so powerful, sparked a wave of fan reactions, with many calling it one of the most tragic lines of the series. And now, with Kody's own confession finally on the record, the narrative around Truly has shifted yet again. This isn't just a case of a father-daughter duo growing apart over time. This is a story of deliberate emotional distance, fueled by anger, betrayal, and an unwillingness to compartmentalize romantic fallout from parental responsibility. Kody's acknowledgement, while powerful, only scratches the surface of the damage done. "I'm trying now," he insisted. "I've reached out more. I'm making plans to see her more. But I know it won't erase the past." That kind of honesty is rare for Kody, who has spent much of the past few seasons on the defensive, lashing out at Christine, blaming Janelle, and even alienating some of his own sons. But this moment feels different. It feels like a man realizing, perhaps for the first time, the emotional consequences of his choices. Still, many fans are skeptical about whether his efforts will be enough. Some wonder whether Truly, now old enough to form her own opinions and set her own boundaries, will even want to rekindle a close relationship with her father. Others speculate that the damage may already be too deep, that Kody's regrets are more about his public image than his private failures. But one thing is certain, Truly's story has become one of the most emotionally charged arcs of Sister Wives, and fans are paying close attention to how it unfolds. Will Kody follow through on his promises? Will Truly ever speak publicly about her experience? Will future seasons show a healing arc or more distance? The answers remain to be seen.